Welcome back to the channel. So again, we're doing some maintenance on the Mark 4 VW Golf wagon. Today we're going to be changing the oil and oil filter. So for anybody who don't know, this is a PD130 engine and the oil filter on these is on the top. It's like the little cartridge type. We've got some fresh oil. This is car lube, fully synthetic, 530. We've got a new sump plug and washer. Always important to replace these when you're changing your oil. We've got the new oil filter, got the oil filter remover tool, and 19mm breaker bar to undo the sump plug, and then that one to fully undo it and tighten it up. So I've currently got the car on axle stands, raised up a little bit. So the first thing we'll do is drop the oil out of it. I've already warmed the engine up, so you want to get that oil nice and warm just so it comes out easier, and get a nice sturdy tray underneath to catch all the oil, and then we'll change the filter and put some fresh oil in it. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is crack that sump plug. It's at 19mm, so I like getting the breaker bar on it just to make life a bit easier. Right, so we've got it loosened off. We'll get the drain pan under there and then fully untighten that. Just be careful when you're undoing it because it will shoot out and it could be quite hot. So let's undo that. Here we go. Ooh, lovely. That's a nice vintage. So while that's draining away, we're going to take out the filter. There is a special tool for this, like a large socket, but I ain't got one, and these work just as good. Just be aware it may flow a little more underneath because you're letting the air flow through the system. There we go. She nasty. Let that drip off a little bit. Alright, so what we're going to do now is remove this filter. There we go. And that's the old one, all nasty. So we'll put that in the oil pan, get that out of the way. And we want to clean this up a little bit. Two rubber seals that you've got to replace. That one and that one. They will come with your oil filter. So just use a flat screwdriver and pry them out. One out, take one out. A little clean up with some brake cleaner. Give it a wipe down. We put on our new seals. One. And just before I put this in, I'll just give them a little wipe down with some fresh oil. Just to make sure they don't stick and dry out. There you go. That's on. And then your filter just slides over the top. Ready to go back in. Okay, so we get a fresh clean sump plug in. Now I'll just tighten that down. Just be careful not to over tighten it. You don't need to go mad on these, else you'll crack your sump or thread out the threads. Right, then we get our filter back in. Just make sure it goes in nice and straight. Now it says torque these up to 25 Newton meters, but yeah, we're going to go by feel. That'll do. Filter back on. I'm going to drop the car down off the axle stands and then we'll top the oil up. It's going to be a bit tricky because my funnel hits the baffle just inside the filler neck, so it won't go fully down, so I'll have to hold this, pour the oil in until the container's empty enough, and then I can just do it without that. Capacity on these is 4.5 litres. We've got in just come up to 4, so I'll just start checking soon just to make sure, in case we never got everything out, but it should be good. It's easier to add than it is to take away, that's for sure. So that's about 4 litres. We'll just give it a little check now. So at the minute we're showing full, so it probably ain't filled up the oil filters. What we'll do, we'll give the car a quick run just for a few seconds and then check the level again. But always make sure you're on level ground, you've not got the car on jacked up on axle stands. Make sure it's level, else you'll get a false reading. Check that again. So we'll give it about another 1/4 of a litre and we'll try again. Splash. Yep, that's looking good to me. So we'll go give it a quick run around the block, check it again, just make sure it's all level, but yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Nice easy job to do on these. Just again, make sure you're not checking the oil when it's raised up on axle stand, you get a false reading. So that's what we do for today. So far on this PD130 we've changed the fuel pump in the tank, we've changed the diesel filter, we've changed the oil filter. I'll do the panel filter next. I'll just do a separate quick video for that. And I've ordered some gearbox oil. I need to get a tool to get the plugs out, so that'll be the next job. I'm going to change the thermostat. So what we'll do, we'll drop all the coolant out while we're doing that. A lot of people do these with the alternator in place, but I find it an absolute pain, so it's simple just to take these alternators off, get that out of the way, and change the thermostat. Nice easy job. So progress on the Mark 4 TDI wagon is coming along, it's looking good. Now we're just concentrating on all the little bits in all the little service parts. So yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, the VW Manifesto, and I'll catch you all very soon. Peace.